Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video, whether religiously or in passing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I go on live, man. You already know, man. This video is brought to you by me. You already know, man. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles right now are on a bye week, ladies and gentlemen. We are on a bye week. So we pretty much won the bye week because we are number one in the NFC. And that says a lot, you know what I mean? The Philadelphia Eagles put BTA versus the Giants, and we all knew that was going to happen, especially on Kelly Green Day. You know what I mean? And I didn't immediately do a recap, but this is kind of my recap right now. Jalen Hurts was efficient. You know what I mean? He only missed 5 throws, but in the process of missing 5 throws, well, in the same game as missing 5 throws, he got sacked 5 times. But other than that, um, he had a quarterback 141, which is, close to damn near, to me, it's damn near a perfect passer rating as well, too. Um, Smitty had a day, you know what I mean? Had 84 yards. Dallas Goddard had a day on tight end day. Shout out to Dallas Goddard. I know I ain't tweaking. I just saw a bird fly backwards. But yeah, Dallas Goddard had, had a pair of touchdowns. I think Bigsby was doing. Listen, I am surprised to see what I saw coming from Tank Bigsby. And the reason I'm saying that because thought it was going to be AJ Dillon back there. I thought AJ Dillon had that RB2 spot on the seal. I didn't know. You know what I mean? What's going on, my boy T Mac? What's good, my brother? Good morning, love from Arizona, brother. Brother, we coming along where we need. Yeah, yo, we coming along, bro. We coming along. You know what I mean? We coming along. Listen, I feel like right now we hit our stride. You know what I'm saying? We definitely hit our stride. I am I am impressed by Kevin Patullo figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I am impressed. Hey, look, you could do me a favor, right? Try to keep your messages short so I can read it because I am driving and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I really can't read long drawn out messages, but I am impressed by Kevin Patullo and what he's able to put together these past 2 games. Like the game plan has been good. He's been having Jalen Hurts under center, and I like that because when you're under center, you can play action. They don't know whether it's a run or a pass. When you're in shotgun or pistol, it's more likely to tell if you're going to run or pass the ball. It's just simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. We definitely need to give Bigsby the ball, but Shipley should still get. I don't know, man. You got to think about it, bro. It's only one ball to go around. You know what I mean? It's only one ball to go around, and whoever got the hot hand, of course Saquon Barkley will get majority of the touches, but I don't think Shipley or um I just AJ Dillon. I don't think Shipley or AJ Dillon did enough. You know what I mean? There's something there on why they put Tank Bigsby at number 2 and dropped shit. AJ Dillon might be the fourth string running back. AJ Dillon might be the fourth string running back. You know what I'm saying? But what I saw from Tank Bigsby is what I wanted to see from Tank Bigsby. You know what I mean? Y'all remember we had questions about that trade, especially when they tried to put Tank Bigsby at the for punt return, kick return, and stuff like that. And he was muffing the punts and everything like that. Um, we all were, around that time we was all questioning the trade. But I feel like we figured out we figured out Tank Bigsby. And I like what I saw from him. You know what I mean? I definitely like what I saw from Tank Bigsby. The defense is coming along, bro. With the addition of N'Kobe Dean, moving him at linebacker and having Jahai Campbell rush the quarterback, that was a recipe for greatness, bro. That was a recipe for greatness. I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. I'm still not sure on the whole Andrew McCuba. I know he's a rookie, but listen, I think the upside on Andrew McCuba is good. I'm not gonna lie. I think the upside on Andrew McCuba is real good, but I'm liking what I'm liking what I see. You know what I mean? You still got people downplaying Jalen Hurts, saying yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And I'm glad Jalen Hurts said what he said at the end of the press conference when Tom Brady asked him, about people still doubting him or the team. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's just simply what it was. And he was like, "Yo, we f- that's basically the fuel to the fire. I want them to keep doing that. I want them to keep doing that. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm so happy that I'm so happy that we get to show the world, especially a lot of these NFC East content creators, that we are like that. You got other content creators like Louis T, uh, dog, who content create for the Giants. You know what I mean? And you got the other guy, I can't forget. But anyway, they so stuck on Jalen Hurts not being elite that they don't even have the same grace for their own quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got Dak Prescott with two amazing weapons out there, still throwing interceptions. At the end of the day, it don't matter who you got on the outside. Can your quarterback still produce? Can your quarterback still win the turnover battle? It don't matter what weapons you got over there. Is your offense efficient enough? Can your quarterback drive the boat? That's the main thing. He got CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson. He got an amazing running back and still lose. You know what I mean? The Giants got all these old ass vets on the defensive side, supposed to be good. I mean not the Jets, Washington. Yeah, got all these old ass vets on the defensive side. It's supposed to be good and still figure out a way to lose. The times when Jay and Daniel was in the game, he did not look good. Jay and Daniels, the times he was in the game, he did not look good, bro. And I agree with LB. They got a whole nother Tommy DeVito situation over there in New York. They got a whole nother Tommy DeVito situation in there in New York. And listen, man, prayers up to Cam Scatterable. You know what I mean? Very gruesome injury. I like what Big Dom did. You know what I mean? Big Dom, he actually brought some cheesesteaks to the hospital or something like that. And listen, man, Philadelphia, man, we took care of them boys, man. We took care of them boys on the football field and off the football field. And that's what we do, man. That's sportsmanship right there. That's coming from a very, very good prestige organization, bro. That says a lot about our organization. A lot. A lot. That says a lot about our organization, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's that. Um, you know, Coming out of the bye week, we got Green Bay. I'm not worried about Green Bay like how I was in the beginning of the season. The beginning of the season, Green Bay looked real good. They looked real good. Their defense looked good. Their offense was moving. But I'm not too worried about that right now. The only thing I worry about with Green Bay is their running game. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs is a very good running back. And that's something that we need to brush up on is, our run defense. But other than that, I'm not too worried about Green Bay like that. I'm not worried about the rest of the season. I mean, our biggest opponents outside of Green Bay, we only got three big opponents. Is the Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, and Green Bay Packers. That's it. If we steamroll them, I'm not saying we need to look past somebody, but everything else is a piece of cake. If we steamroll them, everything else is a piece of cake. We don't have to worry about the Dallas Cowboys trying to take the division. We don't have to worry about the Commanders trying to fight for the division. They're done. They're done. The Cowboys like 3-4-1. The Commanders like 3-5, 3-5, or something like that. The Giants is like 2-6. We don't have to worry about anybody in our division. Period. And one of them got a hard schedule after that. I believe Washington, they got two hard games back to back. After they just played Kansas City, they got two more hard games back to back. I don't know what Dallas got. I don't know what Dallas got. But we don't have to worry about anybody in the NFC East, I should say. We don't have to worry about anybody in the NFC East. Oh, at all. Know what I mean? Like I said, as far as our schedule, we only got three teams to look forward to for real. Like I said, I don't want to underestimate anybody because teams like the Giants will come in and they will just surprise us. You know what I'm saying? They will come in and they will surprise us. At the same time, though, I'm not too worried about the season no more. I feel like the bye week is what we needed. The bye week is what we needed to get refreshed. What I do know is that teams don't want to see us when we refresh. Teams don't want to see us when we all just healed. AJ Brown healed. Listen, nobody is going to be 100%, but everybody is going to get the time to relax, chill. You know what I mean? Overthink some things. Go over the game plan. Take care of the small details. Take care of the small details. You know what I mean? Get the offensive line somewhat healthy because I believe that we got the ball rolling. We headed into the bye week with the right mindset. We headed into the bye week with a win. You feel what I'm saying? If they run through the Packers and the Lions, the number one seed is locked. Bro, that's it. As far as the NFC, all we got to do is beat them two, and it's over. The number one seed is locked. The number one seed, and that's why I like the fact that we have to play the Packers right after the bye week. Right after the bye week. Who do we got our next two games? Do we got the Packers in Detroit? Because I know the next two games is night games. We got two primetime night games. I believe one on Monday night and one on Sunday night. Who was our next two games? Somebody let me know. But if we do beat them, it's over. I'm not worried about us playing the Cowboys. You know what I mean? We already split with the Giants. We haven't played Washington yet. Washington always plays tough. You know what I mean? For some reason, some odd reason. Washington always plays tough. But yeah, man, we headed into the bye week with a win. And I'm glad that right after the bye week, we get to take care of one of the good opponents. We get to take care of one of the good opponents. You know what I mean? We get to sweep them under the rug, bro. You know what I mean? Coach, the best team in the NFL. Coach is really good. Do you believe? What's good, my guy Peter Walker? Do you really believe that Daniel Jones is going to hold up, bro? Do you really believe that? What about this, right? When Sam Darnold was rolling last year, how did Sam Darnold look towards the end of the season? Do you believe? Do you believe that Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold? Do you believe that Sam Darnold is going to hold up at the end of the season? I mean, not Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones. I don't. I don't. 7-1 looks good right now, bro. It looks good. But I don't believe he's that type of quarterback to will them at the end of the year. I mean, at the end of the season, I just don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I don't. I don't think he's ready for the bright lights. I just don't, bro. I'm sorry. They're gonna have to depend on Jonathan Taylor, and what they're gonna start doing is teams gonna start figuring it out. You know what I mean? Especially towards the end of the season, real good teams. I got to see who they got. Exactly, bro. Colts have barely played anyone. They barely play anybody, bro. They barely play anybody. Hey, Brandon, I'm about to give you a wrench, bro. Hold up. Let me do this real quick. How do I do this? Um, hey, there you go. You got it, bro. You got it, my dog. You got the wrench, my dog. Kind of like teams did with Saquon. Yeah, bro. What's going to happen is, right? They're going to figure out the Colts running game, and they're going to stack the box. That's just plain and simple. And Daniel Jones is going to have to figure it out towards the end of the season because not for nothing, they're going to make the playoffs. He's going to have to figure it out towards the end of the season. And I don't think he's built for that type of pressure. A lot of these quarterbacks ain't built for that pressure, bro. A lot of these quarterbacks that's playing good, you got your Sam Darnolds. I don't believe he's built for that pressure. We saw that last year. Daniel Jones, I don't believe Daniel Jones is built for that pressure. He never been built for that pressure. He's playing good right now. But is he playing better than is he the best player on his team? Is he playing better than Jonathan Taylor right now, who was in the MVP discussions? No. If they didn't have no Jonathan Taylor, then I guarantee you Daniel Jones wouldn't be playing like that. We seen Jalen Hurts maneuver and play good without a Saquon Barkley. And what I mean by without a Saquon Barkley is Saquon Barkley haven't been playing good this year. And I don't know if it's him or the offensive line, but you know, whether it was him or the offensive line, Jalen Hurts still produced without him. We seen it. That's something that they said that, oh, Jalen Hurts had to lean on Saquon Barkley. Oh, he need a team around or whatever. Jalen Hurts won without Saquon Barkley producing, and Jalen Hurts won without AJ Brown being there. How about that? We seen Jalen Hurts under the bright lights too many times. A lot of quarterbacks ain't built for that type of pressure. A lot of quarterbacks. And I don't think Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold is built for that type of pressure, bro. Now, I mean, we already know it's damn sure ain't Dak Prescott. It damn sure ain't Dak Prescott. We went to a Super Bowl without say, bro. And that's my thing, bro. When it comes to when it comes to the media and stuff like that, they act like Jalen Hurts never done it. Every time Jalen Hurts got a down moment, they ready to pile on Jalen Hurts. But I never see him pile on when Josh Allen have a down moment, and he never been to a Super Bowl. I never see him pile on when Lamar Jackson have a down moment as much, and they never been to a Super Bowl. I never see they still keep Joe Burrow in the top 5. And I never understand that. The best availability, yeah, the best availability is durability. Or however how they say it. No, the best skill is availability. And yet he missed the playoffs 3 years in a row. He can't stay healthy, and they still got him in the top 5. They still say the big 4: Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. They still say the big 4, and I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. I really don't. I really don't. That never makes sense to me. They never pile on Joe Burrow at all. They don't say nothing about him. But Jalen Hurts is clickbait. A lie to you not, Jalen Hurts is the most talked about quarterback in today's game. More talked about than Patrick Mahomes. And this is no shade to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes got his accomplishments, but Jalen Hurts is the most talked about player in the NFL today. He is clickbait. He is clickbait. He run all these network views up. He run all the network views up. Best ability is availability. Got it. I'm in Jersey, bro. Out of Bounds podcast was good. Go Birds. You already know, man. Yeah, so I never understood that, bro. Joe Burrow, the Bengals fans are living off that Super Bowl 4 years. And that's what I'm saying. I think the fans the media and everybody, they living off that Super Bowl year, but they say he don't got nobody. And this is what I don't understand. They complain. No, they not even complain. They make all these excuses on why the Eagles are the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, and anybody can step into that role because of the offense that we got, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And you got those two monster wide receivers on the side, and that's why all these other ex. But when you look at these other teams, bro, mind you, offensive line ain't good this year. We're 6-2. We're dominant. The Cowboys offense, I think probably is ranked way higher than we got our offense is damn near dead last. Our defense is in the middle of the pack, yet we 6-2. When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, they produce more offensively. I believe their defense is probably either ranked where we at or close. 3-4-1. When you look at the Bengals, bro, I'm talking about the comparison. When you look at the Bengals, they got T. Higgins could be a number one wide receiver on any other team. They have a wide receiver core just like the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a very good running back in Chase Brown. They have a very good quarterback that's supposed to be better than Jalen Hurts. But year after year after year, they miss the playoffs, and he can't stay healthy. So I just don't understand. Lamar Jackson have a squad. Derrick Henry is equivalent to a Saquon Barkley. They supposed every year they have a top seven defense. Probably not this year, but they have a squad and they can't do anything. So I just don't understand the excuses or I never got it, bro. It is media manipulation at its best. At its best. I never understood that, bro. The TJ should TJ be MVP? Wait, should TJ be MVP? Not William. My bad, bro. I can't even read that, bro, because I'm you know what? I'm gonna start doing these. Listen, I'm gonna start doing these at night, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I be thinking about it, but I ain't gonna lie. Since I'm like a football coach and everything like that, I be tired as hell at night. I be wanting to do it, but I be tired, bro. But y'all probably gonna see more videos coming from me at night because Sunday is our last game. You know what I mean? I coach the eighth graders. You know what I mean? But we suck. We won at 7. We don't got no playoff hopes. But I will say this though: we are playing at the Giant Stadium at halftime, December 14th, which is a good thing. So shout out to the team for that. You know what I mean? We are playing at the Giant Stadium, but nah, we're not that good this year. You know what I mean? But right now we're just trying to prep them for high school. You feel what I'm saying? Let's say last year in the eighth grade, we just trying to prep him for high school. You feel me? Jonathan Teller. Okay. Um, Ravens are gonna say Lamar didn't have a number one. Bro, look, this my thing, bro. Like they got a bunch of wide receivers. They got a bunch of wide receivers over there that's really good. That's really good. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. Put it like this, bro. When you look at Green Bay, they have wide receivers by committee, and they still get it done. They still get it done, bro. Why the Ravens can't get it done? They got wide receiver by committee. If anything, Zay Flowers is their number one. Why they can't get it done? All of these quarterbacks that got weapons just like Jalen Hurts, and they still not able to get it done. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. Like Shannon Sharp say, players got to update their resume. I always tell people that. Every time people want to talk about Jalen Hurts and how he ain't elite and talk about, I'm like, yo, what about your team? Get your resume. I tell the Dallas Cowboys fans all the time, yo, talk to me when you do something. Focus on your team. Focus on what Jerry Jones got to say about his players. Talking about meats and everything in the locker room. Focus on Jerry Jones. Don't worry about what Philly got going on right now. At all. Zay Flowers is an above average receiver. But I'm saying though, they do wide receiver by committee. You know what I'm saying? They got more than enough weapons over there offensively. They got way more than enough weapons over there. They have a Derrick Henry in the backfield, bro. You know what I'm saying? They have weapons over there. They have DeAndre Hopkins, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, Derrick Henry. They have Rashad Bateman and like two more wide receivers. And what's that other? Oh, and Justin. They have pieces, bro. There's no excuses. If you supposed to be better than my guy Jalen Hurts, then make it happen. Make it you have it ain't like you got bums over there. You don't have bums over there. Oh, at all, bro. Know what I mean? All of these excuses for all of these top four quarterbacks. It's crazy. The only one that don't get an excuse is Patrick Mahomes. Because he do it with wide receivers and he do it without wide receivers. That's the only one that don't get an excuse from me, bro. At all. That's the only one that don't get an excuse from me. Ravens always have a top 10 defense. Always. Always. Bo Nix. Bo Nix is cool. Bo Nix is cool. I like Bo Nix. I have no problems with Bo Nix. So do the Colts with Pittman, Downs, pairs, and one. Yeah, yo, the Colts got pieces, bro. The Colts got, and that's what I'm saying. The Colts got pieces, bro. They don't have a number one wide receiver. They got very good pieces, and they making it happen. Why can't Lamar make it happen? Why can't the Ravens make it happen? You know what I'm saying? Why can't the Bengals make it happen? I just don't understand, bro. I don't be understanding the media manipulation at all. The media manipulation at all. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Listen, man. We are in a good space as Philadelphia Eagles fans. We are in a good space, and I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are in a good space. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, we going into a bye week with a dub, and we about to come out and we about to wreak havoc, and that's that. We about to come out and wreak havoc. I feel like Kevin Patullo is figuring it out. He's figuring it out. We saw Jalen Hurts under center a lot, and I like that. I like that. Saquon Barkley had his best game this year with Jalen Hurts under center. You know what I mean? Tank Bigsby had his best game this year with Jalen Hurts under center. Dallas Goddard showed up. You know what I mean? All of these AJ Brown trade rumors. Listen, I was the one that said in the past, if we trade AJ Brown, cool. I'm not mad at it. And I still feel that way, right? But I'm not saying that we should trade him. What I am saying is that if we end up trading him, I won't be mad because of the things that come with AJ Brown. No, it's a bunch of media noise out there. It can be a distraction. So if we end up trading him, I won't feel away. But should we trade him? No, we should not trade AJ Brown. We should not trade AJ Brown. Eagles lost to the Broncos. Okay, listen. You act like we was going to be 17-0. Broncos is a very good team. You know what I mean? And if you want to keep it a dollar, that was that was mistakes on us defensively. We gave up the lead. Y'all really didn't do anything special. You know what I mean? It was 17-3. What happened was we gave up the lead and we stopped producing something. We just didn't know what happened in the second half. But that was on us. It ain't like y'all dominated us and y'all beat us. It didn't go down like that. We were supposed to win that game. Who we lost to, we flat out lost to the Giants. Plain and simple. But the Broncos game, that was supposed to be a dub. You can't tell me nothing different. Tell that to tell that to Whip Lion on Jalen Hurts. Like he don't play under center. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. I think Broncos are still overrated, and especially Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix. I don't think Bo Nix overrated, but I don't think Broncos is going anywhere. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they're doing nothing. They are a tough team, though. They do have a very good defense. I don't want to take that away from them. Like I said, I like Bo Nix. Is he an elite quarterback? No. Yo, it's a lot of Bo Nixes in the league right now. Jay and Daniels is another Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? I believe the quarterback in New England is another Bo Nix. It's a bunch of Bo Nixes in the league right now. They all throw, look, run the offense the same. They all do that. It's a bunch of Bo Nixes in the league right now. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, why is this dude on back of me? Like, goddamn, bro. You're supposed listen, when you're driving, you're supposed to have distance, especially on the highway. You're not supposed to be riding somebody's tail, bro. That's how accidents happen. That is highway driving 101. A little distance, just in case somebody press on their brakes in the front, you could be able to swerve. Like Jesus. That's why they say, yo, a lot of times it don't be your driving, it be the drivers. It be other drivers. You gotta drive for yourself and others around you because you gotta pay attention to your mirrors and all that because somebody telling you, bro, driving in Jersey is the worst. And I grew up in Jersey. Driving in Jersey is the worst. Listen, make sure y'all hit that hype button too. Make sure y'all subscribe. Everybody that's in for the first time, please make sure that you subscribe. I would highly appreciate that. Please, 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 please. Um, I will be dropping podcast content on this page. You know what I mean? So please subscribe so that way y'all can see, a little bit of different content other than, Eagles talk. It won't be as much. If you want to see all my podcast content, go on my YouTube page, my other YouTube page at DSTV 103. That is D, the letter D, STV 103. DSTV 103. If you want to see all my other podcast content, I also did a short film. Um, it's on it's on my other YouTube channel, my short film on my other YouTube channel. But yeah, like I said, on the times where I'm not doing live or pre-recorded videos, I will be posting other podcast clips and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Just to keep the content updated, just to let y'all know that I'm out here still creating content. You know what I mean? I'm out here still doing my thing. You feel what I'm saying? What you mean? We coming for that number for sure. We definitely coming for that number one seed for sure. For sure, for sure. You know what I mean? We definitely coming for that number one seed. Coming for what one seed? Bro, once we get Green Bay and the Detroit Lions out here, which is going to be really, we're going to have to be dialed in from the rip. But once we get them two out there, again, because I am predicting Washington to lose more. I got to look at their schedules, but I know Washington got a hard schedule. I think their next 2 or 3 games is crazy. I'm not worried about the Giants. We could. They never was invited to the party at all. At all. The Cowboys, they still got a fighting chance. You feel what I'm saying? They still got a fighting chance, but I'm not really worried about them. I'm not really worried about them. I gotta see their schedule though. I gotta see their schedule. And put it like this: they tied with Green Bay. If we beat Green Bay, bye, bye, bye. He still doesn't. TJ is the best running back. So far, yes. So far this year, TJ is the best running back so far this year. I thought B. John Robinson had something to say about it, but he kind of fell off, especially last game. Last game, they got cooked by Miami. They got cooked. Tank Bigsby is so good. Tank Bigsby is good. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see how he's looking going into the Green Bay game. I want to see if that is a fluke or not. I want to see if that's a fluke. I want to see if that's a fluke. You know what I mean? I want to see if that's a fluke. Hey, did BG get any playing time? Jalen got 20 tutties. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Peter Walker, I'm glad you said that. This is what I'm saying, bro. Why nobody's talking about it? 15 passing touchdowns, right? 5 running touchdowns. He's barely running the ball this year. He's passing the ball more. And nobody's talking about it. You want to know why? Because it's media manipulation. Let Jalen Hurts go out there have a bad game versus Green Bay. Oh, he can't throw the ball. Oh, he need to figure it out. Oh, let's trade AJ Brown because he don't know what he's doing with him. That'll be the topic for the whole week. But being the fact that my guy got 20 touchdowns so far this season, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it, bro. Media manipulation. Okay, okay. All right, good, good. Thanks for letting me know that. Great effing team. The Colts are a great fight. Are a great fight team. Can't say otherwise. Now the Colts is good, bro. Like I said, it just all depends on how Daniel Jones handle himself during during the end of the season, bro. And I don't believe that he's built for it. That's just that. I don't believe that he's built for it, bro. That's that, bro. You feel? I just don't. I don't believe that he built for it. Sorry, sorry. I mean, he haven't been there and he haven't done that. There's certain quarterbacks that's built for it right now that's playing in today's game. That's built for the postseason. You know what I mean? Josh Allen is built for the postseason. Jalen Hurts is definitely built for the postseason. Patrick Mahomes is built for the postseason. Baker Mayfield, to a certain degree, is built for the postseason. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of quarterbacks that's built for the postseason. It's not. It's not. Jared Goff is built for the postseason. You know what I mean? Who else? Matthew Stafford is. I don't know if Matthew Stafford is built for the postseason. He only had success that one Super Bowl year. Other than that, I haven't really saw him get to the NFC Championship a lot. Detroit, he didn't go there, and the Rams, he didn't go. So I don't know if put like this: he's a built quarterback, and he's not scared of the bright lights. So you know what? I'm gonna say Matthew Stafford is built for the postseason. I am going to say that. But there's a lot of quarterbacks that's just not built. Why you keep saying Bo Nix? Bo Nix, I don't think he's built for no postseason yet. I don't think he's built for no postseason yet. They hate Jalen Hurts because he exceeded expectations. He did, bro. He did. Second round pick. Wasn't supposed to be nothing for real. Wasn't supposed to transition into anything. Wasn't supposed to be an all pro quarterback. Wasn't supposed to make a Super Bowl appearance. Wasn't supposed to win a Super Bowl and win Super Bowl MVP. Wasn't supposed to be on the trajectory that he is now. He wasn't supposed to be none of that. They didn't have expectations for Jalen Hurts, bro. They didn't. He wasn't the number one prospect or the number one pick coming out of college. They wrote him off in college. He had to go to Oklahoma. He was run up for Heisman. Didn't quite get it though. I think Joe Burrow got it that year. Joe Burrow definitely got it that year, and rightfully so. All the quarterbacks that was supposed to succeed and prevail, where they at right now? Where they at right now? Where is Justin Herbert? Didn't Justin Herbert get picked in front of Jalen Hurts? You know what I mean? Broncos beat the Super Bowl champs too easy. Bro, that's regular season, bro. Kansas City lost to us too. What that say about Kansas City? That mean they bad? Nah. You know what I mean? But yo, man, shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to my guy Brandon, man. Brandon Smith. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sharon, if I'm saying your name correctly. Shout out to Cigarette. Your name is Cigarette. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to my guy Peter Walker in the building. Shout out to Out of Bounds Podcast. Shout out to Go Dodgers. You know what I mean? Everybody subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. You know what I mean? If I missed you, my bad, yo. If I missed you, my bad, my bad, my bad, man. But shout out to everybody. Listen, man, I'm about to be on my way to work. Tune in for more content on the page. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that hype button for your boy, man. We on the road to 6,000 subscribers, man. I highly appreciate every last single one of y'all, man. You already know. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Bird game.